Good morning, everyone on YouTube. Good to have you here. It's another episode of Just a Chat with Bumi Alabi, and I'm super excited to be here with Yeti Mama in the building.
Good morning, everyone.
Yes, good morning. Oh, it's been an amazing week. Amazing day. Has been your day?
It's been great.
Motherhood, wifehood, womanhood. Hey, this gender.
Somebody's motherhood.
Hey, Jesus, somebody's daughter. See, I said this topic is, we're supposed to have the fatherhood session also this week, but I said this motherhood stuff because the responses I got from the post was really alarming. People were just talking about it, and even myself, like I always say, this thing is even about me and me.
It's very relatable
to everyone, and it's very vast. Like after the program, I think on Friday, we had the program on Thursday, and on Friday we went for women's vigil, and trust me, after the video, you really missed though. After the video, it was, I don't know, maybe you heard the gist.
No, I didn't.
It was another, after we finished the spiritual aspect of it, we now started the
conversation aspect of it.
Not as it's an indeliberate stuff. We just started conversing, women to women, and got so good. There are some of our younger ladies around that, we're just talking about different things that women can. Something sometimes you might think you are the only one going through some things, but when you hear it from other people, other women like you'll be like, oh, so I'm not alone on this table. We learned a lot of things about our marriages, our health, our mental state, different things, and it was like the icing on the cake of what we even had on Thursday. That this woman stuff is very wide, and coming across that thread that I said I'm going to read the thread today because I know some of you couldn't go through the thread. I saw the thread, I was like, yes, this is what we're talking about. Women, why must it be women's thing? Did you read the thread?
There's a lot of things on social media, but I need to know the particular one you're talking about. I took my time. Don't worry, I'm going to read it. I'm going to read the thread because it's very important, and this is it's quite important for the men as well, so that they see how they can really come in to help us, because we really need the help. See, if we're in the good state of mind, that's where you can really enjoy us as a wife. Exactly. We can give you our best, because we know you always need our best all the time. When we are not in good state, you can't get the best from us, and we easily get pissed off. And the woman is the powerhouse of the whole house. She's the center.
Yes, if your woman is not stable,
you can't get the best of that house, even spiritually.
Yes, so
physically, emotionally,
mentally, you understand. So
woman has to be don't
feel it's the men, women.
After all, I think about money. After all, I'm a provider.
If you have the money and your wife is not good, as you won't even enjoy spending the money. So what's the point of making money and you don't enjoy it?
And it gets to a stage, it now looks as if the woman is not grateful because she's no longer recognizing the money anymore.
Any longer.
Because she wants more than the money. But I don't know, a lot of men.
That's why you see some women, sorry to say, some women go out for someone that can really love them and give them attention, and you'll be wondering that
even after the money that your husband has, why?
Because they're looking for something else. If as a man you don't know how to meet the emotional need of your wife, and she sees someone outside that is meeting it up,
then caring for her,
start complaining or start taking it somehow, reacting to us, and try to see what am I not doing right. And I think it's vice versa too, from the woman to, if you think maybe your husband is looking for something else outside, what am I not giving to him enough? So I think it's from both ends.
We were having a conversation. I was having with a sister of mine. We're talking about motherhood as well. So we now got to we're talking about love language. I just want to, because it comes in
diverse ways.
There are some people, their love language is money. Although I think that one is I don't think that one is real, because your love language can't be money for so long. You get to say you get the money and you will need something else. So we're now talking about love language. Look, assisting your wife for some people is a love language.
Of course, it's part of it.
It's a love language, because your wife knows that, okay, thank God I'm not lazy. if I need money, I have ways I can also work. So it's like you are providing, I am also finding ways to support. So at the end of the day, money is not the
ultimate.
It's not the ultimate. Thank you.
For those women who say, money, once I have money, you can just do anything. See, there will be a time that they will have that emotional need. They will need somebody to just, assist them. Conversation.
There are some people, what they like is conversation. When last did you converse with your wife? Is a mental, how can I put it in your field? Is a way of reducing their mental stress.
Yeah. Last week I was talking about when I cried because the children I was expecting my husband to ask,
how old is it?
It didn't even ask.
That simple question can change everything for you.
When I put a call through to my friend, and she didn't do anything much, she just talked to me
and listened,
and I felt okay. Look at somebody that said, the other woman that said she cried, and she felt okay. There are different ways we respond to things, but sometimes most women, we love words of affirmation.
Exactly.
See me. Talk to me.
Do you even see me in the house?
In the house.
Do you see me beyond? Your children, come, let's talk. Do you really see me?
Yeah, as a man, you need to learn some things. See, our gender, we could be very complicated to understand, but we are still the simplest to undo if you really understand the code for your woman. So
you just need the key.
The passcode.
That key that you are intentionally turning deaf ears to is the passcode.
My shagidi now they do they assume they don't. It's not that difficult to handle. But let me just go through the so that you know what we actually need as a woman, as a mother. It's a lot. I celebrate men. We are bringing, if at this topic we are going to bring a man who played the roles, who does this thing very well. Some people, they do it very well.
But I think we should bring a man who is not doing it. Let's hear from them.
Let's hear
why they are not doing it. Then we now hear from somebody who is. I think we really need to understand it. Because, to them, they feel like, why didn't you understand it? Why are these women not understanding that this is not, So I think we should bring somebody who doesn't do it and somebody who does it. So we need to hear from both parties.
That would be a kind of man-to-man kind of
arguments will not finish.
It won't finish. It's not something we can because some men find it so comfortable, so convenient to do to help their wife. Okay, let me just go through the thread. It's a long thread, but I think just take your time to listen. The man said, he said, a few months back, our baby was admitted. As always, myself and my wife were in the ward taking care of things. I happened to be the one changing our baby's diaper. How many of our men can change baby's diaper?
Maybe 5.
Changing the baby's diaper. And when the nurse came in, she was middle-aged and had this look of disdain seeing me changing my son. And she said, all those apricot nurses, and they won't face the work.
Midwife,
and they won't face the work they are giving. I could imagine the look on the
why are you doing
I knew what she was going to say. He now put it in quote. That's the nurse. He said, why is daddy doing mommy's job? Please, who has laid down rules that mommy should change diapers
and daddy cannot assist once in a while?
Not even once in a while. As in, who has given it a job description that it is the woman's job to take? Can't I say, okay, my husband, you are the one that will take care of the kids today? No, it's not realistic because it has never happened to me.
It has never happened to me.
And I know where it is coming from because it has to do with background. We're going to talk about that too. Who raised these men? Who raised these men? Some they have it as inbuilt, and some the way they were raised. Just hold on.
Some grew and they're just impatient.
Impatient to do it.
No, it's not my work. It's not my work.
It's part of the way they were brought up. It's part of the kind of mindset they have grown up with. That okay, man's work is to go out and fend for the house, while the mother are supposed to sit at home. That is the way our mothers did then. They're supposed to sit and
take care of the
now
children.
That women
everybody,
career, everybody wants to be at the forefront. So let me continue. So please give the baby to his mother. This wasn't my first time experiencing this, so said the man. Where some other women just assume incompetence once they see me involved or perceive my wife as being spoiled and conclude that I am weak or controlled. Can you imagine?
We see that in movies a lot now.
They create problem for families that don't see, that don't even have problem. You know, they try to paint something that is not real.
You'd be surprised that the 90% of women, maybe not this, you know, I mean, these women of generation are now more informed. Our mothers, 90% of them believe that they believe in this. You know, if you don't want to come and do omugo or come to your son's house and see him changing diaper, to them is no.
You see, that's why we have to change the narrative of things. They are saying, okay, this generation, they are woke generation, but see, a lot of our mothers have died untimely because of being overstressed, mentally, emotionally.
I still say it. Men they know how to take care of themselves.
No, they know. They are just they don't want to learn.
The man can come and complain to you. Like, he knows how to take care of himself. If there's nobody
to do it, won't he do it for himself? Don't worry, we are still getting there. This topic, in fact, we leave there. We are going to step, not because I'm a female or I'm a woman, but this is.
There's no sentiment here. It is what it is.
I'm an advocate of equal right, of balancing things, or as I talk about the aspect of the female, I also like to talk about the aspect of the male. So it's not about because I'm a woman, that's why I'm trying to defend my gender. See, we have to see how to balance things up. Marriage is a teamwork.
If you want to be sure, sit 10 women down and ask them questions.
They will tell you the same thing. Yes, so it's not about just one person.
It's not.
So let me continue the trend. So the man has said, this wasn't my first time experiencing this. Where's the woman? Okay, I've read that. Okay.
Yeah.
So they feel the man is weak, or the wife is controlling him just because he's changing them or he's helping the wife. Even my friend, he mentioned the name, had a similar experience where a stranger, on seeing him carrying his baby alone while his wife was eating her food, came in and snatched the baby from him. And she says, why are you the one carrying the baby? Please give her to her mother.
Our reality.
Can you imagine? Why are you taking paracetamol for somebody
headache?
Why? So which one is your own?
If you don't believe in it, some people let them do it. Leave them alone and mind your business.
You know, it's high time we really need to accept some things and try to know boundaries. That's why we set boundaries. You know, there's some friends, there's some people that you set. In fact, some family members, when you know that, okay, these people they are taking it too long, too far.
They are draining.
They are draining. You know, I saw one post on Instagram sometimes that what a wife does. Maybe the husband was helping the wife in the kitchen before cooking. So immediately the mother-in-law stepped into the house. Immediately he had the number. He just quickly changed the role. He just quickly removed the apron from the husband and she took up the role. And I was like, she was not saying this is the typical African, the settings that a man must not be seen helping the woman in the kitchen. So please, if you are in this shoe, if you are on this table, if you are doing the same thing, we talk about society. Who are the society? Our mothers, our sisters, because sometimes if I have a brother and I see my brother maybe helping the wife, I could say, but see, I could not understand this. I would say, okay, if I were to be the one and my husband is helping me, it's a normal thing. It's something that I would appreciate. So I wouldn't want to do the same thing. I feel like
some people are just intentionally wicked. Because when you see you go to your brother's house and you see him assisting, it's the same thing you are begging your husband to do. But he's not doing it now. You are passing the aggression on somebody else. Mind your business.
Those sister-in-laws.
Stop being wicked. Mind your business.
All right, Jerry, let me just continue. It is sad to see that our society has given silly excuses for men not to be involved or responsible, and instead focus on training women on how to cope with irresponsible men. That is deep.
Deep, very deep. And it's such a pity.
It's a pity. We are raising young girls. I always say so. I wish I could. But it's still part of my future plan. But let me just commit myself again now. Not because I have 2 boys, but because I felt sometimes there might be need for it. Because I know if you're raising girls, there's so many causes all over, supporting women, raising young girls, advocating for women.
Yeah.
But who is standing up for the boys? Who is standing up for our male children? As in, who is standing up for them? No cause for them. I know of a guy that does this boys quarter stuff. You know, I know that, okay, fine. If you are raising higher population of girls to become more responsible, then how do you want to get the
there's still no balance?
As in,
there's still no balance.
You are raising queens. You are raising queens.
For who? For who drums?
For what? As in, it's
honest. There's no balance there.
Balance things up.
As you're raising queens, raise kings.
Kings for them also
that will understand that their queens are jewels.
Yes, and
not the ones that want to see them as kete eshin. Magwo. That to walk.
So you understand. So I think so. That's for that's by the way, for people who can really catch the vision for raising a boy child. Please let us raise them.
I don't have a male child, and I've promised myself that I will not allow what I'm seeing in the society happen.
Yes.
Look, as a boy, if my 3-year-old daughter is sweeping the floor, trust me, at 3 you will also sweep the floor.
Of course.
There's no sentiment in this thing. You both work and do it, and we're going to raise you right to support and understand that domestic chores in the house is not only for the girl child.
So please raise responsible men also. Please let us raise more responsible boy child. You know. And for parents, you know, if you have a male child, please don't over pamper them. We know that so many of these male, they are a product of over pampered child. You know, they've been over pampered. They don't give them chores to do. They believe that, okay, it is the girl child that should do the chores. What should they do?
To be honest, I'll just say that if you do not do the right thing, it will come back to you.
It will come back to you.
If you don't do the right thing, mother B, C, D is not doing the right thing. Look, don't forget that even your girl child will go to someone else's family and marry there, and they will do the same thing.
Responsible boy or a man also. So please,
we have to just do it.
Raise there. We know that, you know, there are some things. Some of our men, they are like dry fish that cannot be burnt again, because trying to change a grown-up man is difficult, except the one that is ready for
I remember a time in my office, I had this male tailor, and I was like, look, you can't sew and not sweep the floor. And my husband was like, no, let only the females sweep it. The male tailor shouldn't sweep. And I'm like, what sentiment is that? The fact that they can sweep it, he didn't agree.
Can you imagine?
He said, no, that's a man. You have to understand they are male. And I'm like, nah. This is the problem.
That's the African mentality, mindset, you know, that we're trying to just change, you know, so that we can raise more responsible male. You know, please help us, mothers, fathers, help us, and fathers, please
support
be a role model,
please,
for your boy child. Please be a role model. If they see that you are helping their mothers at home, they will see that, okay, I think it is right for me to help my
They now
wife.
understand that that's a standard. You know, like this is the way it should be.
Please, a lot of women are going through so much stresses, as in pain, and
they have complained, and they can no longer complain. Now they have accepted it.
They have accepted, and they are being rebellious. Some are, you know, and they transfer their aggression even on the children. At times, you know, some things your child, your wife could be giving you some attitude, and you'll be wondering that, okay, what did I do to her?
But I'm doing everything to satisfy you.
Because you are not really meeting that need. It could be that. So try and search out what could be wrong with this woman. What have I done? Or even ask her, how am I not helping you? You know, at times you could think you are helping your wife, but you're not. Please help us make things better.
Exactly.
Let me just continue, because you know we have a very short limited time to spend, but we're still coming here with a man, with two men.
Two men.
Yes, they're going to do that. I don't know how.
Support and oppose.
And oppose the motion. Yes, I'll talk about this. Let me just continue because it's a very long thread. So you now say, so it's to say, it is hard to see that our society has given silly excuses for men not to be involved or responsible, and instead focus on training women on how to cope. So we are not coping again. We can't continue to cope. It is draining. Trying to cope is draining.
It's draining.
Please. So coping with irresponsible men, we can make things better by raising responsible men also. So like you say, trying to cope with irresponsible men like there's no other way. And when they see a man who is loving and involved, he is perceived as a weakling. So So if you see a man that is doing all these things, don't think, oh, they have used his head. No, he's a weaker, he's weak, he's not strong, he can't really take charge
in the house.
It's not about taking charge. It's about understanding, knowing the right thing to do. You know, taking responsibility as a man. You know, you really love. You didn't marry a slave. You didn't marry a slave. You marry somebody that you love. You want to nurture. You want to care for. You know, because like we said earlier, that if your wife is in good state, then that is the time you can really enjoy the best from her. Please. So he now said the worst for me was some days back when I went to the pharmacy to pick some meds for our baby, and the middle-aged female pharmacist on duty goes, "Please, I want to give this to the mother instead." I told her I was the father, and she says, "I know, but you'll be very busy, so let me give the mother, please." Could that be true?
Yeah, I think that's true.
That they are not detailed, maybe because the man could forget. They are not detailed enough. But you know, there are some men that are so, you know, the way they, maybe it could be upbringing for some. You know, some men could be so detailed to that, and they take to every simple detail, and there's some men like that.
I want to say this, but I don't want to sound complicated. I want to take sentiments aside. You know that I just feel like this, I don't know how to put it. I'm looking for ways to do it. You know that these things, some men, don't worry, I don't even know how to. It's so complicated in my head. Let's just go on. I don't know how to put it.
Okay, let me just continue. Maybe we'll still talk. Maybe it will come.
It will come. Yes, I will just.
Okay. So the man said, I revolted and told her how wrong that was, and then collected the medications and got directions on how to administer to our baby. There's nothing macho about being absent, and the earlier society realizes this, the better. The true strength of a man lies in his vulnerability, empathy, service, love, and sacrifice without any sense of entitlement. This quality for our men, they have a long way to go.
A very long way to go.
Vulnerability, as in
how do you want them to be vulnerable when the ego is like this?
Is there?
How is I mean, when that ego is like opposites.
As in two opposites.
It's what an opposite.
You know, having empathy. We know that they might not be in their shoe. They might not be the one in the labor room. I think the woman that was trying to prescribe, you know, to give the direction to the man, it was like maybe the woman will be more.
Maybe because I feel like that's her job. She has seen it happen a lot. Like, okay, you know what, let the mother just come.
But there are some women too that they can't even you understand the kind of women you understand, but you know, because we believe that women are naturally nurturers. Is the one that goes to the labor room, that carries the baby for 9 months,
so like they pay more
attention, but there is no rule to that okay, it should be the woman that should do this, and the man, you know, bringing forth a child is a two-man thing. Now
it's not one-sided.
There can never be any Mary again. We have only one Mary that gave birth without, you know, having sexual intercourse. You know, but a man and a woman, they are the two of them make up a team to raise a child, to bring forth a child to the world. So it shouldn't be. So it's your own child. You are even the one that carries the seed of the child in you. You've been carrying the child for years. Yes. As a man, you've been carrying the child for years. We are just carriers.
You just dropped it.
You just drop it. You just sow the seed.
And we're helping you build it.
And we help you to carry this seed. You know. So
you have more responsibility.
Yes. So it's your responsibility to take care of your child. It's your child. You know, it's your child. But you know, on a lighter note, it's our child. You know, we all have our roles to play, and you know what makes a woman a nurturer doesn't mean the man cannot be a nurturer too. You can help. I think there was an article I posted sometimes on the blog that how to raise a functional home, and you know, I put it out there that okay, who says it is only the mother that should help with assignment or with doing some things in the house? You know, sometimes the father could just call the child and say, come, let me check your book, let me check your assignment, okay, it seems you're having fever. You understand, you know, for a father to do that, it shows that yes, you pay more attention to your child's well-being. It's not about just bringing money home, raising, going out.
And I'm gone.
And you're
Some people in the morning, in the night, the child is asleep. When they get back, asleep. In the morning, the child is gone to school.
Yes, we understand the aspect that, yes, men too, they have a lot of mental stress. You know, we're going to still deal with that. A lot of things, thinking of how to pay bills. But
I just want to say that we both have mental stress.
Both are.
It's just our departments are different. So, as much as women are having mental stress, they still find a way
out.
They still find a way. They want to show you that they love you. They still want to show you the loving part of them. They want to take it. Please try also. That's where the balancing comes in. It's called a state of equilibrium.
Because there are some things that the woman will not be strong enough to carry on. You should be there. You should be able to carry on, to be able to take charge, do some things that you know that, okay, it has been seen as a duty of the wife to do. Please. I know
please help us change the narrative.
It could be difficult. It could be difficult at times, but I know you can try.
At least episode is like we are begging you, please. That's like what this episode is about.
So let me see. Let me read this again. It says the true strength of a man lies in his vulnerability. Number one. Number two, empathy. That is saying from the eyes of the woman, saying from the perspective of the woman.
Putting yourself in our shoe.
Put yourself in our shoe. That with multitasking, doing everything together. And at night again, when you call us, oh yeah, come again. I won't say no. But a wife that you are a woman that you have that
one is in the Bible. You say no Bible. That is in the Bible.
That says if they call you any time of the day, you must not say no.
I hear you.
That is what our mothers have taught us. Don't say no to your husband. Don't mind it. You have to give your any time. If he calls for it any time of the day, please give it to her. But seriously, if you are not there for the woman, you are not being helpful, you are not supportive, you don't even show empathy. You know, I think I attended to a case sometimes, and you know, complaining about all this issue that the wife is not giving attention, and I was like, how often do you help your wife? You're just coming back from work, and you didn't, maybe your wife has gone to office since morning and she's coming back at night. You didn't even ask how she's faring. You didn't even get to know about her health, what happened at work. And you just
do you know sometimes, as little as, you know that this woman is stressed, as little as, oh babe, I just got you this snack. It will just, she has been boiling.
I just helped you to fold the clothes. Hey, as in, just help with little things.
Just let them know that, okay, beyond everything, beyond the old stress, you have me.
Don't let it be as if it is the only way you want to ask for something that you not be nice. Because if I were to be the one, and I know that you are being nice to me, I'll be like, it's like this one wants something.
So once you are done, that's the end.
But let it be your natural attitude, regular way of life, to be helpful, to have empathy for her, to be supportive,
to understand her
and understand her emotions and what she's going through. So also service, love and sacrifice without any sense of entitlement. You know, you put that any sense of entitlement, being that, okay, maybe I'm the head of the house, I have the right to do this, you know, I can do anything I have. Please do it without expecting. Love is, you know, when they say love is unconditional, you don't love me because of what you get from me. You love me just because of who I am.
Yeah.
So please, men, I
want to say this. We love you. We appreciate your efforts. We love what you are doing. We love how you are taking responsibility for things. But we just want to say that you can do better.
Do better for us.
All right. You can do better.
All right. So it says, if we communicate this better, our generation will be better for it. Then the next slide says, if it took two to bring a child into the world, why is one person automatically excused for being absent and not involved? Man, only you can answer that. I believe men should be very involved in their homes and their children's lives. Yes, that's what we've been saying. He said, and this shouldn't be done like they are doing a favor, seeking praises or assisting the woman. It should be done with all sense of responsibility, full of ownership, service, love and sacrifice. Take charge, take ownership. It's your home. We're just a helpmeet. We're just there to help you.
Yeah.
Please take charge of how to raise your children, to help and be supportive. You know, we are talking about, I put a post on, you know, women, how they can, just talking about, you know, just like continuation of what we did last week, that women should take responsibility, find purpose, find their life and stuff like that. You know, I was just putting it out there, and you know, I saw somebody DM me. I was like, this is really what I'm going through. You know, being married, being a mother has deprived her from living her dream. You know, and she said now she has almost 3 children, maybe like 3 children, and you know, each time she wants to go back to go back to her dream, it's always difficult for her, because you know, she was having those children back to back, like maybe like a year in between, you know. And I was trying to just encourage her that, see, just take your time to focus on your children. Know that, okay, it is just a phase. Just know that maybe the next 5 years of your life,
that thing can be very draining.
It could be.
You know, before you say next 5 years, is easier said than done.
You know, but at times, you know, it's the reality.
I'm just trying to put myself in her shoes. Imagine.
In your shoe.
I don't know what will happen in that.
A lot of men are going through that because they've forgotten about their dream, because they have become a wife and a mother.
Wow.
And that's where what I always encourage young ladies, young girls,
please,
before you get married,
please
find yourself.
I think that after this fatherhood thing, we need to come back to the single people. Yeah. There's a lot that we have to say. There's a lot that we have to tell you, to teach, and there's a lot that you need to know. To be honest, everything is not money.
Yes.
You go see money, you go run. At some point, if you think that money is like the old thing, we'll still come back to singlehood at some point, because they need to be informed. They need to.
Yeah, these are the
so that you don't come back. You don't want to be on this show. Now you want to okay, because we are already there, and now we are saying it, and you know,
and it's a privilege. I want to just celebrate you because you are still single.
Yes,
and you still get to learn this. See, me, I'm not going to paint you.
You know what? I like the word you use. I'm celebrating you. You don't know what you have.
See, for me,
you don't know what you have.
I don't know how to paint things for people. See, marriage is sweet. It is so. It is rosy. Everything. The way you saw this, the way you saw it is the way you are going to find it. Sometimes what you buy is going to be different.
What I got.
You know, sometimes things doesn't work. All those phases of courtship and things. See,
before it's different from after.
The reality will show you. It will clear your face very well. But I'm not trying to scare you, mind you. I'm not trying to scare you. We are rocking it, and we are still seeing you.
I said something. I said marriage is not a fulfillment. It is a calling.
Calling.
It is a calling. Look, it is a calling that we have. It's just like being a pastor. When God calls you and say, go and be a pastor, he didn't tell you that it will be easy. The only thing keeping is because it is a God gave him a calling. That's why he's there.
It's a mandate.
If there is a mandate, if left for him, he can say, I'm not doing again because the stress is more. That's how marriage is. It's not as easy as it looks. Although it has its own good side, but the journey is long. And you know, it's just like I'm living with my sister. Me and my sister will, even if we are from the same mother, we'll quarrel. We'll have issues. In fact, do you understand? That's how marriage is. Sure. Living with somebody that you do not even grow up, different background. Trust me, no be as it be. It's not social media love. It's real life reality.
Oh, anyway, well, that is it from yesterday. Giving it to you. Hot as it is, but trust me, that is just the reality. It's the fact. You know, we're not trying to scare you off from marrying. You know, marriage is beautiful. It's sweet. We are rocking it, and we are not letting it take the best out of us. We are still enjoying ourselves, but we are learning. We keep learning every day.
You learn on the job.
It doesn't show that maybe we are perfect or everything is working perfectly. We are work in progress. So
also, I'm glad that you organize this thing to let people know that nobody is perfect.
Yeah, we are bringing it to raw,
and this
as it is. That's why we don't
resume.
We don't.
And this show, to be honest, isn't really about making you think that it's all roses, and then we are bringing it so that you understand the good part of it. Look, with everything that we are saying now, we still try to, like she's saying, we still try to look good and everything. And we're not even saying the men are not trying, but because we are two different people, we cannot always reason alike. So there are certain things that you can do better, or you can I like this program. I like the fact that it's just like she's putting herself out there and letting you understand the deeper things that social media will not tell you.
They will
husband and wife will hold their ends like this. It's deeper than that.
Oh deep God.
There's reality.
Yeah, there's reality. So singles, please take time to find yourself. That's where we're coming from. Before you go into marriage, find your calling, find your purpose, because this thing is giving me huge. Please don't stay. I would really when we want to talk about singlehood, I would really like to be on this show. Yes, in fact, because I have a lot to dish out. Cancel, I really have a lot to dish out for you guys. Yeah, singlehood, we are going to do singlehood and mental stress. You know, there's a book I'm writing on before. Singles waiting room. That's the book I was writing before I now converted it to couples waiting room. But I think I still need to put that thing out. What do you do while you're waiting? While you are waiting, you still need to find yourself, because by the time you get married, that husband you are saying, I want to get married, I want to know Mr. Right, the husband will come, and you might not eventually find the time for yourself again. You might not find the time to live that
know yourself anymore.
You are called to
do. Become somebody else.
So if you are still single and you've not really found your purpose, the reason why you are living or what you are,
then marriage is not the next thing for you.
Marriage is not the next thing. So find yourself first. So by the time you've been living your life, then the man that will come into your life will see you living your life already, because there are some men that they are threatened by the success of their wives.
Exactly.
You know, so once he sees that, okay, this is who I married, she's a woman of purpose, she's living her dream, no man dares tell you that yes, you can't do this thing again.
Let me tell you something.
You understand?
If you're a woman of purpose, trust me, your husband might not tell you, he fears you. Deep down, because he knows that, because he knows that. Let's take money aside. Let's take money aside. Whether or not you are a woman of virtue, because you have purpose, you are driven by something beyond marriage. That singlehood time, I have to be on this show. I have to be there.
Another show. Yes, we are going to continue that on another show. But I believe that today you've been able to learn something from our discussion today, and motherhood and mental stress. We can't finish this topic. We can't finish this discussion, because we're going to look at it from different angles. A lot of women are dying daily.
They're dying in silence.
Dying in silence, bottling up issues. Please, let's come out. Let's talk about it. There's no perfect marriage. We're not trying to paint that marriage is perfect, is everything rosy. You know, we're just trying to help ourselves to be a shoulder to lean on. So, for everyone who has joined us on Facebook, thank you for joining us. I cite you. Thank you very much. He said marriage is a ministry. Yes,
it is.
That it is a ministry which you must not fail. You see, as a calling, and with the help of God and with your own effort to put in your best with God on your side, see, it's going to work out for you. Yes, he said it's deep. Yes, deep God. Deep God. It's deep. It's deep. And I know why you are here. You are here with me today. See, I'm bringing it you live here. She's coming live. Fumi.
We can't wait. We can't wait to hear from you.
She's loaded. I'm going to cast you here. I'm going to cast you. She's saying, you are not perfect. I'm still work in progress. I'm casting you publicly. I know you are coming here, and she has promised me that she will come here. You see,
and we can't wait to have you.
Yes, please. Here. You are coming here. I celebrate your Lord. I know you are loaded with wisdom, with godly insight, and I can't wait for people to learn from you. Please, I look forward to having you here. Thank you very much for everyone who joined us on Facebook.
Thank you very much.
For everyone who joined us on YouTube too. Please don't forget to like if this thing has really blessed you. Like, drop a comment, and also subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you can enjoy more of this short chat. And if there's any topic you want us to
talk about
that you feel it's been bothering you, you like us to discuss, please just send it to me directly. We're going to talk about it. See, it's just a chat. It's not all stereo. We're not saying things for you to see. No, it's just a chat. Let's talk about it. And in the course of our discussion, we learn from it. So sending lots of love back to you. I love you. Thank you very much. Stay blessed.
Bye. And have a great day. Bye.